In monarchies, there's a sacredness that surrounds the sovereign, which is perhaps not known in republics.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 weirdest and craziest facts about the royal family.
I think if you put a foot wrong, she'll guide you back on. For someone in her position, I don't think she needs to verbally say anything.
For this list, we'll be looking at the strangest and most shocking customs and traditions associated with the British royal family. Were you aware of any of these regal facts? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Monopoly is off limits.
Adds a whole new level of excitement to the game.
I don't agree with it.
When it comes to etiquette and security, a lot of the royal rules tend to make sense, but Queen Elizabeth's Monopoly ban certainly is one of the stranger ones. However, once you hear the backstory, you'd probably start to see reason with Her Majesty. As we know, family game nights can get pretty intense, even when you're a royal.
Mom, that's not how you pry them apart.
I've been prying them apart since before you were born.
According to Prince Andrew, the game isn't allowed at home because of the, quote, vicious behavior that ensues while playing. Equally comical and relatable, this regulation is one that some families might consider implementing in their own households, unless you truly enjoy heated arguments about fictional money in real estate.
Bart, you're cheating.
Lisa, it was probably an accident.
Oh, sure, you take his side just because he bought you that house on St. James Place.
Who else is gonna take care of her?
Number 9. The reigning monarch doesn't require a passport.
4 tickets for the ferry to Ba Sing Se, please.
Passports?
No one told us we had to have passports.
Don't you know who this is?
Now this one isn't nearly as relatable. Apparently, the reigning British monarch is permitted to head wherever they like without a passport. This is because all UK passports are issued in the sovereign's name, so it's a little redundant to possess one themselves, which makes sense if you think about it. However, this luxury only applies to His or Her Majesty, so other royal family members do in fact travel abroad with the identity document, just like the rest of us. And if you were wondering about driver's licenses, the same exemption is in place, for the same exact reason.
Do you want me to drive?
No, certainly not.
Number 8. Black clothing is a travel essential.
Your Majesty, I've been asked to give you this.
Speaking of travel, the royals always have black formal attire packed in their luggage. This may seem surprising given the warmer climates they sometimes visit. However, the reasoning is as understandable as it is bleak.
It appears Miss MacDonald neglected to pack a black dress. We've called ahead to London and something will be brought onto the plane before you disembark.
Should anyone in the family, God forbid, pass away while they're on their trip, the royals would have to wear a black ensemble. That way, they can be appropriately dressed for the grieving mood. Image, tradition, and protocol are non-negotiables in this family, so it's important to ensure that mourning garments are accessible when needed.
Throughout her life, Her Majesty the Queen, my beloved mother, was an inspiration, an example to me and to all my family.
Number 7. No signing autographs.
Well, could you sign my backpack? Hi, Princess. My autograph, please.
While we often think of the royals as celebrities, approaching them to get an autograph will likely be met with a no. The long-standing British command is reportedly in place to protect family members from forgery.
And he says, can you put them in writing? And I said, I'd rather not because of what happened last time.
Considering their elite status and beloved reputation, this rule may seem a bit silly, but it's not so hard to wrap your head around. While you certainly shouldn't expect any of them to grace you with a signature, the royal family members have always been generous with their elegant smiles, waves, and handshakes.
You sort of say, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here.
Number 6. Very specific chores.
Very happy to go with the flow.
Well, he'll love that. He's so fussy and set in his ways. He'll love it if you adapt to him.
It's no surprise that the royals have staff to perform a variety of chores, but some are strangely specific and unexpected. Beyond typical Buckingham Palace work like cooking and cleaning, other chores have included breaking in the late Queen Elizabeth's footwear and ironing King Charles's shoelaces. It's the shoelaces in particular that we have a difficult time wrapping our heads around. The king also apparently has his staff squeeze an inch of toothpaste onto his brush every morning. Imagine putting that on your CV.
If you're king and you can't make absurd requests, what the hell's the point of being a king?
Number 5. Custody of grandchildren. Reigning monarchs lay some level of claim to quite a lot of Britain, including custody of their own grandkids.
We're very lucky that not only do we get to think about her as an incredible queen and an incredible leader, but also as an incredible grandmother.
Thanks to a centuries-old law enacted in the 1700s during King George I's reign, full legal custody of the young royals goes to the sovereign. This law was apparently created because of King George's strained relationship with his son.
It was a Hanover family tradition for fathers and sons to hate each other. George I kept his eldest son from participating in court or political life, and even prevented him from seeing his own children.
Though royal family relations are not quite as volatile these days, the law has technically not been changed 3 centuries later. While the Queen didn't seem to take advantage of the rule in the parenting of Princes William and Harry, she did legally have the final say when it came to big decisions.
And I thought about moving abroad with the boys, but the Crown could take legal custody of any heirs to the throne, and I'd have the boys taken away from me.
Number 4. No body contact beyond a handshake. This is one that's been broken plenty of times, but the unspoken rule is technically still in place.
Please, sir, don't touch the Queen. Oh! Quite right.
We've seen just how down-to-earth today's dukes and duchesses can be, but still, brief hand contact is about as far as you should go. This requirement may not be stipulated by the monarchy officially, but that doesn't stop it from being frowned upon.
A hug? Yes. What kind of hug? A tight, rather desperate hug. I feel sick. Yes.
Essentially, it's best to not attempt contact unless it's initiated by the royal themselves. Unless, of course, you're Michelle Obama.
But the Queen made the first move. This is the most astounding thing, because the Queen is not known for being touchy-feely.
Number 3. The Queen created a new breed of dog. Though often perceived as stoic and stone-faced, the Queen routinely lit up when in the presence of certain special beings, the royal corgis.
During her reign, she has owned more than 30, starting with Susan, who was a present for her 18th birthday in 1944.
She was famously fond of the loyal puppers and took her love to a whole new level when she essentially created a hybrid. When one of her corgis mated with a dachshund belonging to her sister Princess Margaret, the Dorgie was born.
I know what you want.
The dog-loving siblings continued to breed Dorgies, whose fur coats feature a variety of colors, including gold, brown, and black. As if that wasn't adorable enough, the Queen bestowed names like Pickles, Chipper, and Candy onto the pups. Solid evidence of the warm and humorous charm under the serious public demeanor.
All do have free reign of the palace, but the Queen is said to be quick at pulling them into line.
Number 2. Double birthdays.
Traditionally, the Queen spends her real birthday in private with family, because, of course, the Queen actually has not one but 2 birthdays.
Unlike us commoners, Queen Elizabeth II enjoyed 2 birthdays per year. One on April 21st, the day she was born, and the other on the 2nd Saturday of June. The June celebration is a formal public parade known as Trooping the Color, and it's held in much more pleasant summer conditions.
Not just a great sight, but a great sound as well as they thunder through the skies. Thoroughly enjoyed by Her Majesty.
The tradition started with King Edward VII, who decided to celebrate his birthdays in the summer instead of November, which was plagued by poor weather. King Charles, whose birthday is on the 14th of November, is set to follow the same tradition.
It was always considered that you couldn't do a lot of processional celebrations if the weather was bad.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The reigning monarch owns fishes royal and other wildlife. A 1300 statute gives reigning monarchs ownership of all sturgeons and whales in the realm, as well as its swans.
All swans in the United Kingdom can belong to the Queen, but she mainly exercises this right on the River Thames.
Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip were related. The couple were third cousins, both descended from Queen Victoria.
They are her great-great-grandchildren. They are also second cousins once removed through their Denmark lines.
The royals travel with blood. The monarch and their heirs stay ready for emergencies.
According to royal expert Duncan Larkham, it must be part of the aircraft's emergency medical kit just in case something happens.
Kate is the first royal wife with a college degree. The Duchess is beauty and brains with a master's in art history. Queen stuck to one nail polish color. Essie's ballet slippers was the Queen's go-to shade.
The shade is a classic pink polish with a subtle, sheer finish and has won a lot of awards, so it's no wonder it's the Queen's favorite.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The reigning monarch awakes to bagpipes.
It's the music that once graced the ears of royalty.
Instead of having that horrid smartphone tone going off to start the monarch's morning, a musician known as Piper to the Sovereign plays bagpipes by their window each day at 9 a.m. for 15 minutes.
The Queen didn't like, to a certain extent, that you repeated tunes every day, every other day. So I probably had about 700-800 tunes under my belt, and they're all up here.
The piper performs the rousing function at most of the royal residences, except the one at Sandringham, due to a lack of bedroom space for him. This royal alarm clock tradition began in 1843 with Queen Victoria, who especially loved the instrument and its melodies.
And I did ask the question, do you actually like the pipes? And Her Majesty did say to me that she really did enjoy the pipes.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.